Hey guys, Vanity here. I'm going to be showing you guys how to do the Liberty Falls Easter egg, so let's get into this. In our loadout, first thing you want to have is Healing Aura. Honestly, I think that's the best one. Then for your tactical, I'd say rock stim shots. For your lethal, I'd say go Semtex. Now, we're going to get into the Gobblegums. Now, I first recommend having Killjoy just because insta-kills are always helpful. Then we got Hidden Power for making your gun legendary. We got Shields Up, which is really helpful for the last step. And then Exit Strategy is for like if you want to stay after the Easter egg. And then we got Max Ammo for cashback. Now, as we first get into this, I really recommend turning on the Rampage Inducer for at least the first 10 rounds. It is really helpful. Just makes the rounds go by faster, and it just overall, I mean, it pretty much just makes everything better. So we're just gonna run around and we're just gonna survive until round 10 with the Rampage Inducer. I don't recommend going higher, as that just makes all the other steps really just difficult. But after you've killed a couple zombies, we're gonna open up all the doors, and if you don't know where to go, you can either just go where I'm going or follow the orange stars. Now, we do need to build the Wonder Weapon, and right here is where the first part is. It's going to be your little water valve. You just hold on it, whatever your interaction button is, F, square, X, whatever, and then you're going to pick it up. Now we're going to go up here and we're going to buy this door. This is the one in front of the church, and this is a lot of where the main area is for the Easter egg and everything else. As we're going to go into the cemetery, there's this zombie here that'll spawn. I don't remember his name, but he looks like a farmer. You can't miss him. And he's actually going to have a shed key. Now, what you're going to do with the shed key is over here towards the left-hand side of the cemetery, there's going to be this little hallway that you can actually run down. And at the end of this little hallway, there's going to be a shed. Now, when you open up the shed, again, just hold on it. There's going to be actually the first part of the Wonder Weapon, and you got the break for it. Now we're actually going to run back and we're going to go open up the church. This is where you get Pack-a-Punch. And this is where a couple of the first and like middle steps are for the Easter egg. I always recommend having your gun at least pack 2, probably the best you can get for the points you'll have during the rounds. Now, as we go back over here, we're actually going to go up this zip line, and this is going to take us on top of the bank. Now, the reason why we want to go up here, this is where we're going to turn off the Rampage Inducer. It's the only way to get up there according to my knowledge, but again, I just say turn it off around round 10, because anything past that I'd say would just make it too difficult. This just makes it easier to get points and everything else. Now, we're going to go by the door to the left of spawn, and we're going to go inside Liberty Lanes, which is the bowling area. Now, you're going to melee this panel right here on the wall, and when you do that, you're going to be able to hold F to place the water valve. Now, you do got to be careful, because as you can see, the zombies will attack you, and overall, you just got to get them out of there. You do have to hold whatever your button is for a while. I'd say it probably takes around like 30 seconds or so of holding down. Now again, zombies will attack you, so just every so often you got to run them out of the building, go back in, and then you pretty much just got to keep holding it down. Pretty simple. Now, once right here, you're actually going to finish it up, and when you do that, this part is actually going to spit out of it, and this is the second part for the Wonder Weapon. It is the water pressure gauge. Now, once we have this, we are going to go through here, and we're going to make a right, and this is actually the room where you build the Wonder Weapon. Now, the reasoning I'm going here first is because a bunch of zombies are going to come flying out of the store like this, and I find it easier if you just kill all of them. You won't have to deal with them later. Now, you're going to go to any crafting table. This one is the closest one to where you need to go, and you need to get a Mangler cannon. Now, you're going to blow up the door to the radio house, and there's going to be these black piles of like gear. And be careful right here. I got jump scared. It did scare the crap out of me the first time, but again, just go through the piles of junk, and eventually you're going to get the last part of the Wonder Weapon. Now, you're going to run back into the room, and really quick before doing this, I recommend only having one zombie alive, because you will get crowded in that room and die while you're trying to build it. This is the jet gun. It's a pretty good Wonder Weapon, and it is the main part because you do need it for getting some of the Easter egg steps. Now, once you actually do this, you're going to run into the comic shop, and you're going to go on the counter, and you're going to crouch, and then you're going to look up. Now, in total, there are going to be 3 different parts that you are going to have to get. Once you get actually all 3 of these parts, then you are going to be able to build the LTG. You're going to go to this window over here, and there's going to be a second part that you suck up. Then do make sure that you don't fall off of the truck right here. Now we're at 2 out of 3 parts, and what you do now is you're going to go to the church, and there's going to be this machine to the right, and you actually need to hold on it, and then a nuke will spawn, kill all the zombies, and then you're going to be listening to some dialogue. Now once you're doing this, to me, through my game, zombies have never attacked me, but right here, this is where the third part is for the you need to build. And once you're actually done with that, you need to go back on the zip line that is in the cemetery that takes you to the top of the bank. And as you can see, we're going to go through here, and to the left, this is a crafting table specifically for the LTG. Now, once you craft it, you're going to take that same zip line back and you're going to go to the church. And then what you're going to do is right here, you can pick up a canister and you're going to walk through the outside of the church, and you're going to go near the bank. There's like these little things on the ground. If you don't know where it is, just follow where I'm going, and there's this little wire right here, and you're going to drop the canister about right there. Now what you're going to do is come back up to the cemetery, and then when you do that, you're going to hold down, and then you actually have to protect this portal for 1 minute. You cannot let zombies destroy it. If they do, you just simply reset, no biggie. Once you're done protecting it for a whole minute, an elite zombie about right now is going to spawn out of it. Now this elite zombie will either be a mangler or an abomination, and you cannot actually kill them. What you need to do is, if you're playing by yourself with friends, whoever, you just need to have them shoot it, and you need to get it low until eventually purple smoke starts coming off of him. So right about here, I'm shooting him, and then boom, purple stuff starts coming off of him. Now what you need to do is you need to turn on the trap over here, and you need to actually have them inside of the trap and kill them. What will happen is their energy will go inside of the canister, and then you actually need to pick up the canister. Now I recommend waiting until the trap's done to pick up the canister because it damages you. But after you pick it up, as you can see on the left hand side of the screen, stuff is going to be leaking, and you need to take it back to the church. Now once you do that, the church is going to give you that little phone, and you need to pick it up and go over here. Now you're going to hold Q, L1 or whatever, and so yellow means yellow, so you need to hold square a bunch of times on this until it's yellow. And so this is the second area. Now if it's green on your phone, then you need to put it as red. I know it doesn't really make sense, but that's just how it is. Then you're going to go back on top of the bank, and you're going to buy this little door right here. I do show it because I got confused on where to go. And then this one is yellow, so it's yellow. And so if you ever get red on your phone, then it would be green. Now, once you're done doing that, you're going to go to spawn, and you're going to see that all 3 of them are shooting a laser towards this little contraption thingy. But actually inside of it is the next canister that you need. So you're going to pick that thing up, and then you're actually going to drop it a little bit over here. It's on top of one of those traps, just like we did last time. Nothing really too big, you know, not really much. So after you do that, you're going to go back to the graveyard, and you're going to see the LTG that you actually still put there. And you need to pick it back up, and once you do that, you need to run back over here, and then you're going to do the same thing as last time. You are going to defend a portal, and you need to do it for 1 minute. And now, let's say you got an abomination first try, right? Then the second time on this portal, it'll be a mangler, and then if you got a mangler first, it'll be an abomination, whatever. Now with the abominations, I do recommend shooting their heads when they're shooting lightning at you. That seems to kill them pretty quick. It works a lot for me. Now again, shoot them right there until purple smoke comes, and then you're going to turn on the trap and shoot them. After you kill them, their essence is going to go into the canister, and then all you got to simply do is take it to the church one more time, and do keep in mind that you only have a certain amount of time to take it there, otherwise the canister will run out. Now I do not know what happens if you don't take the canister there in time, so I can't really tell you. But again, you're going to put it in the machine, and that's actually the final step of the Easter egg. Now you're ready for the boss fight. I recommend having pack 2 and perks. What's going to happen is you're going to survive 3 waves of zombies. The first wave is really simple. It's just normal zombies, and then a red mangler will spawn, which is an elite enemy. Now the second wave will just be a couple of elites and just pretty much more zombies. I do recommend having turrets, chopper gunners, whatever you can put, and you simply got to keep running around. The key is just running around. You cannot stop really at all because zombies will constantly hit you, and you just got to be on the move. Now this is the last wave, and the last wave will actually have an abomination and minglers that you need to kill. And the abomination I recommend killing with a gun. I've tried it with the jet gun and it just doesn't do too much damage. Again, shoot it while it's doing lightning and you'll pop its heads off. And then just like that, that is the Easter egg. I really hope you guys enjoyed my guide. I try to make them as helpful as I can, but I hope you guys enjoy the video. I'm gonna show the cinematic. Hope you guys have a good day and goodbye.
Somebody tell me what just happened. Any station this net, what is your status? Hurt them, I swear.
No interruptions for this next part.
Thank you, my friend, for volunteering to take my place here. Or, in your parlance, thank you for being voluntold. Now, if you will excuse me, I have a few scores to settle.